and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a needle felted flower. So first of all, you get some wool and it comes in different colors. So you basically just pull off a piece like this. You can actually make all different types of little things with it. I've just been kind of experimenting lately. So I'm going to kind of show you. I've actually made a lot of the pieces for today just so I can kind of make it a little bit faster this video. So you're going to take your wool, you're going to kind of flatten it out a little bit, and then you're going to fold it in half, like so. Then you put it onto a piece of hard foam, and you use these special needle felting needles, and yes, they're very sharp. So basically, you just poke it in like this, and you can kind of merge the wool around. So as you can see, I'm just poking and poking and poking and poking and poking. And this is a very time-consuming project. So it's not like something you're going to do in, say, 5, 10, 15 minutes. Some projects can take excess of a couple hours. Some projects can take excess of a couple days, just depending on the detail of the project. So the more you poke this, you'll see that the fibers start clasping together or merging together more. And if you notice, I'm just poking away. I'm not doing anything else but poking. And you notice I do lift it up every now and then. You can see how the fibers are starting to merge together. So again, I'm going to start again. So I'm basically going to make one leaf right here, or one petal to my flower, so I can show you. And then I'll show you how I make a leaf as well. So, and then the stem of the flower. So as you can see, I'm just poking and 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 poking. I know it's very time consuming. I'm trying not to make this video very long, so that way people don't get overwhelmed with it as well. So again, this is called needle felting is what I'm doing. You're basically just using the needle. A special needle felting needle that's very sharp with little barbs on the needle. If you do poke yourself, yes, it does hurt. And again, just a piece of foam and some wool. And the wool does come in all different colors as well. So as you can see, it's together now. It's not apart like it was. I'm going to kind of move it in a little bit more. And you just kind of move the wool to where you want it to go, and you just start poking. And then it basically connects the two fibers together with the wool, the barbs on the needle. So it kind of just makes it like that. With the barbs kind of knot the wool together, I guess you could say. And the more you do it, the tighter the wool will become. Okay, so as you can see, this is one of the petals to like a flower. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how to make like the stem. So again, I'm going to use some brown fabric. I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to kind of make it into like a stem already on that aspect. And then again, you just stab it together. On this one, I am pulling it a little bit more as I go, just so that way the stem becomes longer. And again, I'm just poking in onto the special little foam block. If you don't have one of the foam blocks, some people say you can use a brush, kind of like a, I guess like a scrub brush type of thing. I personally use the foam block. And you want it to be a dense foam as well, so then that way the needle goes into it. So you can do it, you know. So again, you can see how now the fibers are together. So this is basically going to be the stem. And like I said, I've made a lot of different little things. If you notice, I did a little short yesterday just to show you some of the little things that I've done. And yes, I'm learning new things each day on how to do these. So again, this is a very inexpensive little craft. The wool, I think, is your most expensive part of it. So basically that's like the stem of the flower. Okay, so to make a leaf, you see this is kind of some of the chunks that they come in. So I'm going to take just off a little piece of the green, like so. And I'm going to make it kind of into the shape of a leaf. And if you do notice, I am leaving little ends on the bottom, because that's when you hook the pieces together, you want to have an end. So that way you can hook it to the other wool pieces that you have. I mean, who would ever have thought you can take a needle, poke it into some wool, and make a thing with it. It's actually, I actually got hooked on this. I picked up something off of Free Cycle, I believe it was, or Trash Nothing one day, and it was a wool kit. And I actually made a little sloth. I put it on the little video, the little shorts I did yesterday. It was a little sloth I made, and obviously I didn't, you know, do it as tight as I should have, but it was just fun to practice, and then I just got hooked on it. So now I'm thinking of new different things to make. So as I make different stuff, I may make one or two and then kind of make another video so you can kind of see. So again, the more you poke it, the tighter the wool fiber gets. Okay. So like I said, I don't want to make this video 10,000 years long. So I'm kind of, you know, speeding it up a little bit. Okay, so that's basically how you make a leaf as well. Okay, so needless to say, so I've made a petal, a leaf, and whatever, the stem. So earlier in the day, I did make one so I could kind of show you how to put it together. So if you notice, again, I have the ends here on all of my things, my little petals here. So I actually have 5 petals I'm going to make a flower with. I actually put some yellow for the center. I made 1 green leaf, and I made my stem. Okay, so here I'm going to put the flower together like so. And if you notice, I kind of put all those loose ends together, and then I'm going to take the yellow piece that I have here, and then I'm going to just start stabbing the yellow piece onto the pink to make the flower. And again, that's why I had the loose ends there, is that way so the pink would attach to the yellow. So I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to flip it over, nothing real fancy. And you can also use the needle too to pick up pieces here too, like I just did, to kind of get a little bit closer onto the fabric, or the wool, sorry. So again, this is called needle felting. Like I said, it's actually a pretty interesting little concept. I'm really liking it. I'm going to pick it up again. So you can see now it's all attached. And you saw that they were all loose pieces. So now I'm going to keep going, just kind of get all of those attached together. And these needles, just so you know, are very sharp, and they do break very easy. If you go down at angles, it will break them. So basically, you always have to do it upright, like I am. Because if not, it can break the needle. Okay, so as you can see, my flower is hooked together now. So now I'm going to take my stem that I made earlier. This is the one I just made. I made this one earlier just to kind of, you know, like I said, speed up the project. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to kind of put it up a little bit onto the part there. And again, just go back in again. And again, I'm using the little leftover end that I have on there to merge it to the yellow part of the flower there. So there's now my stem is attached. And then I have a green leaf I made earlier. Same thing, it's got a little bit of a loose end there. So I'm going to attach it to the brown. With that little bit extra there as well. And if you notice, I do keep flipping it over and over. That's just so you can get all of the fibers merged together on there. So there you have it. There is a needle felted flower. If you like my channel, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell so you know when I make another video. Thanks for watching and have a great day.